Hello everyone, Lord here. Welcome to some Spellweaver gameplay featuring a mono corruption deck that I just did a deck tech on. If you haven't seen the deck tech video, there will be an annotation below to take you there. Now, on to some games. We'll start off in the friendly games section, and I'll be turning off the AI matches since those tend to play out in a very similar way every time. Depending on the wait times, I might switch over to rank to avoid having to wait too long for an opponent. Alright, and here we are going into our first game. It is against the basic Dominion hero. Our hand looks alright, I guess. We do have some early plays. I don't like the two non-basic shrines though. I think I'll just use this for corruption level and play all the plague vermin. Okay, so our opponent is playing corruption. That is not very unstandard. Dominion and corruption do go very well together, as they both tend to lean towards a control playstyle. Okay, I think I'll just trade these plague vermins here. Okay, and nothing very exciting. We probably won't get to use the ability of Sanctum of the Void very soon, but okay, I think I'll just let this one through. No point blocking here. So he already has the Restless Tombs in play, which is pretty bad for us since our whole game plan pretty much leveraged on playing our own Restless Tombs first, so we could get some kind of tempo advantage. Guess we'll just have to find an alternative way to beat his earlier Restless Tombs. Took him a while there, I'm not sure what he was thinking about. He didn't really have any mana. So he has 2 corruption levels so far and no dominion levels. This is kind of suspicious, but it's not unheard of. Maybe he just hasn't drawn his... Oh, that's rather odd. Nightbringer is usually played in a very specific mill deck. I don't think I've really seen it played too much outside of it. It's not a very good creature if you're not trying to mill your opponent out. And it does kind of hinge on having corruption levels, which in a 2-color deck you're not really going to have more than 2 of because there's no point. So this is really starting to get suspicious. There is also the possibility that the guy has a quest to play with a Dominion hero and he just doesn't have any Dominion cards, so this is a completely corruption-based deck. That is also a possibility. I think our Blood Witch Harpy actually might just stem the tides of his zombies, since we are quite a bit behind with the Restless Tombs, but I think having the Blood Witch Harpy pretty much boosting our mana by 1 each turn, plus lowering the amount of his zombies, we just might pull through. Alright, very long thought process. Okay, that's unfortunate. Our whole game plan was hinging on the Harpy being alive. So now we are quite far behind. And we don't really have any creatures in hand, so this is looking pretty grim. Okay, Plague Vermin, not exactly what I was looking for. I am debating using the abilities, but I'm not sure they'll do much good. Okay, that was also not the card I was looking for. This is looking very grim. I think we might just have to hope that he doesn't really have any very good plays, like big threatening creatures, like Dread Knights, or... oh. Well, that's a pretty threatening creature since she just sped up his offensive clock by 2 turns. Not good. This is Well, let's see. Maybe we'll get something here. Okay, not the card I was looking for, but maybe we can make it work. Let's see. We'll have to do some very unfortunate trades here. Or, well, it's a one-sided trade, but we did have to burn a card to remove a succubus and make the trade. Plus, we're forced to use our hero ability here to remove a zombie, which he basically got for free. So again, we're quite far behind. He does only have two cards in hand, 3 now, but he might just run out of steam. Although we haven't really seen his bomb creatures, so okay, he's pondering. Nothing too interesting. Okay. Okay, that's a start, I guess. We don't really need too much more removal. We need a threat because he's been unable to play his threats because he's clearly not drawing them. But we also have been unable to draw our own threats. So, all right, I think we'll remove one of his zombies and trade for the other one. That will probably remove his ability to get any more damage in since we're already very low on life. We kind of just want to stall out here until we find one of our threats. Alright, here we go. This is actually pretty good. We found a harpy, which will again slow down his progress with zombies. But again, it won't help against any of his bombs if he manages to draw them. So okay, that's pretty bad, but we'll see. He can make this very big, however, it can potentially get killed by the harpy. Or rather, no, I think he played the resistance before harpy, so that means that I cannot get him to kill the vulture because the zombie will spawn before the harpy's effect. So our only hope here is that he leaves it at 5 or less, so we can kill it with Consume Spirit and the bug. Oh, so okay, so he left it at 4, which is just about perfect. However, since he doesn't have any 2-speed creatures, I think I might do this trade first. Okay, he's making it even bigger, so this is encouraging my secondary play even more. Instead of wasting my my Consume Spirit, I think I'll just use the hero ability. Yeah. And I think I'll bring it back. Life is a bit short at the moment, but this is a pretty threatening creature. So, oh, and we get an Infernal Tribute, which is very good. If he manages to find his bomb, we do have a few answers now. Since we have enough mana to use both Consume Spirit and Infernal Tribute at the same time. So we can get rid of a very large number of creatures on the same turn. Okay, that's pretty bad. We're very, very low. Oh, and he gets us that way. Damn it. Okay, so that was in fact a Dominion deck being played with corruption cards for a quest. Well, let's hope the next game goes a bit better. It isn't so anticlimactic. Dominion player again. Seeing a pattern here. But that's alright. This one is playing the advanced hero though, so I am guessing that he is actually playing Dominion cards. Okay, this hand is a little bit better, but it is also quite slow. Okay, that's pretty standard. Debating if I should draw a card, get the ability early. I think I'll get the ability early. Doesn't really matter that much. I mean, I could draw the vermin, but I don't think it would do anything here. Okay, I think we'll continue with the Mesmerizing Spirit. We kind of want to have a creature on the board so we can do a Consume Spirit on our own creature rather than having to use his. Okay, this is not the worst, but it's not good either, since most of our cards were pretty good. Slow, but good. Alright, we'll take one. Okay, this is alright. We will just use the Blood Witch Harpy to kill off one of his creatures. Since we have no level 1 creatures, this is pretty much a 0 drawback removal that is going to repeat every turn. Okay, that's pretty standard. A bit annoying again, but I think we can manage. Debating the Noxious Fumes or the Consume Spirit here, but I think I'll just get rid of the Bedeviled Fiend. He is kind of a heavy hitter, but he does have a deadly creature, so it will be a pretty bad trade. I think we'd rather keep the removal, but if we don't get a shrine, like we didn't here, we're not in a good shape. Now, that would have been a pretty good time to play the Dread Knight if we had a shrine, because while he does have the deadly creature on the board, it will die to the Blood Witch Harpy for sure, since he didn't have any mana end of turn to kill it. So there's really no threat of a deadly creature killing off my Dread Knight, especially since there are no swift creatures in the 2 colors that he seems to be playing. Okay, Vampirism. That's... oh, this is pretty bad. He just discarded our whole hand, and he played a Vampirism. Now, Vampirism is pretty good. It's not really my forte. I prefer having other means of life gain. But in this case, it's turned pretty well. And, well, I guess we found a shrine here. We're pretty much forced into using the ability here, since he is gaining 3 life a turn, and this is a creature we cannot kill with combat damage or with the effect of our harpies. So now he does only have 2 cards in hand right now, so his steam is running out rapidly. Oh, okay, well, one of those cards was pretty impactful. Okay, so we need an answer to this, so we'll toss back the Spirit, and we'll hope to draw a miracle. That is not a miracle. Alright. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for our hero ability to come off cooldown. I am somewhat wishing that I did not use it the way I did before. Let's just hope he doesn't have any more threats. Okay, so he's using Tempting Lure on me. This can potentially be very bad, and honestly, if he gets even 1 creature, I think we pretty much instantly concede. So our hope here is that he hits absolutely nothing, which is very unlikely, considering we have 20 creatures in the deck, but... oh, okay, he doesn't hit anything, thank God. That was very lucky on our side. Okay, he is gaining life rapidly, and I am losing it rapidly. Okay, Consume Spirit. We can actually do something with this. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I am being... I am being a bit stupid here, but here we go. Okay. Yeah, this is the right way to do this. So I do kind of risk him having something, but It is the only way I can do it. I'm not sure why that Lord Karthus has 1 health. It should be at 4 health. That's odd. I think it's actually a graphical issue. Because if it had 1 health, I think it would have used that weakness emblem on my Lord Karthus rather than the Blood Witch Harpy. Okay. Well, we still have no steam, but we do have potential removal for 2 of his creatures, since we can use the Soul Prison ability and then refresh it by playing another Sanctum of the Void and then use it again. Or not. Okay. Okay, well, he has 0 cards in hand. I'm not sure why he played the second Vampirism. It just gave away that he has nothing left. So we're in a pretty alright spot here. Both of our abilities are off cooldown. The Plague Vermin isn't exactly what we're looking for, but I guess it will suffice. It's better than a Shrine anyway. Okay, let's just hope that his own Lord Karthus can get us to victory. Now he's Tempting Luring again. Oh, okay, he got only a Plague Vermin. That's pretty good. It would have been really bad because we still haven't seen Dread Knights and Succubi, so if he had gotten more than that, it would have been really problematic, since we can only remove 1 creature with the Soul Prison. Alright. So he has 2 cards in hand. Let's hope none of them are good. Okay. Okay. Both of those creatures are pretty good. And that was a pretty amazing top deck. Okay. Well, we'll take it. Notice how the previous actions on the left are kind of cluttering the text of the cards. That's kind of annoying. But anyway, doing our best to capitalize on our amazing top deck right there, bringing back his Hydra under our control. And we also drew a Succubus, which is also very good. So we're looking. It looks like we're in a pretty good shape right now. I think you would have to have a Cataclysm to come back, which apparently he doesn't, or he doesn't want to play it yet. I think he probably doesn't. Okay. I'll just keep the Succubus in hand in case he has the Cataclysm. Tempting Lure. This could be problematic again. Let's see. No, apparently he got nothing, so he resigned. And there we go. And next game. I am cutting out the wait times for these, by the way. You will probably notice. Okay, so we're facing Geth. This is actually a person that streams from time to time. So he does also tend to play very weird combo decks. So I'm instantly suspicious. Just by looking at his hero, I'm gonna say that probably he's playing the deck with Thaumic Reflector, which plays blue and red in order to copy Dragonfires with Thaumic Reflectors. But I guess, oh, and I am instantly wrong. Okay. He's playing Corruption. Interesting. Okay, those were 2 Sanctum of the Voids. His opening hand must have been not very good. And Maddening Thoughts means that this is a mill deck, which is pretty bad because we don't really have too much steam in our hand. We can't really rush him out. And a Lamp of Zephyr will slow us down for sure. I guess now is a good time to get in some damage while he can't activate the lamp. I'm guessing he's going to start activating it from next turn. We don't have time for that shrine. And I think we'll need to play the Restless Tombs to start generating some damage quick. Okay, nothing too important milled so far. Oh, he has his own Restless Tombs. That's pretty bad. He's pretty much going to negate our Restless Tombs with his own. So, and we don't have any way to get rid of it. Okay, okay, we top deck a second Restless Tomb, so we might still be able to get in for some damage. But that Lamp of Zephyr is really worrying me. We have also milled the third Restless Tomb, so we probably won't be seeing another one soon. Gin of Wishes, this is pretty bad. This guy can block pretty much... Oh, okay. I was going to say that he can block pretty much every creature in my deck without a problem, but apparently he's decided to move into the support line and keep him just for his ability, which is not necessarily something I would have done, but alright. We're looking for something, but we're not really finding it, so I think we might just go with 2 Mesmerizing Spirits and hope that he has just good cards in hand. That was alright, but he already has the ability, so let's see the second one. A Shrine. Okay, so he's probably drawing some pretty dead cards if he's discarding 2 Shrines, which is good. If you were to draw a second Maddening Thoughts, that would actually be very problematic, since again I still have almost no steam. Okay, interesting. Very interesting that he's using it instantly instead of just keeping it on the front line and blocking before using the ability, but I guess he's really desperate for some card advantage right now. Succubus. Oh, that's very bad. He's slowly but surely stabilizing the board, which is pretty awful for us. Okay. We're trying to draw into some more steam before it gets milled, but it's not really working out. Okay. I think I'll just try to bait him into blocking with a Succubus. Oh, he did it. Perfect. This way we can get a trade for the Succubus using the Plague Vermin. Okay. And we might want to try putting pressure, so we'll play the Dread Knight. Now, if he can't deal with the Dread Knight this turn, we are going to very quickly turn this game around. Okay, that's a second Maddening Thoughts, so we are seriously on a clock here. And that was our 4th Restless Tombs in the graveyard, so we can't gamble on any more zombies. So it's pretty much our Dread Knight and the Succubus we have in hand against his life total. If he manages to get rid of both and overcome the life loss, we're pretty much dead. Let's see. Okay, not what I wanted to draw, but I think it'll work. Can just Infernal Tribute his creatures away, and this will give us the opportunity to Alpha Strike for a lot of damage. Okay. It's odd that he's not using his Lamp of Zephyr. I guess he's really tight on mana, but it would have really stopped me a couple of times. So, okay, I think he's pretty much dead. We do have the Succubus in hand, so this is pretty much game over. Unless he can pull out a miracle, but I honestly don't think he has 2 Splitting Headaches in hand. Discard my whole hand. And even if he does, I still win that way just with combat damage. Yeah, he's lost. Let's finish it in style with Succubus. There we go. Let's see who our next opponent will be. Okay, Order with the Advanced Hero. This pretty much means that he has at least at least 4 or more angels in his deck, and they are all pretty good, so we need to get some early aggression if possible. But the cards we keep drawing are not really good for aggression. We have more of a control start. Okay, he's not playing anything. That's very weird. Maybe he had a pretty weak opener and kept because of a specific card. He could be trying to combo me with the Triangelica, the shrine that makes you win if you control 3 angels. But I don't think he would have kept on just angels in the Triangelica. So okay, he finally plays a creature, and it's actually an annoying creature because I can't easily get rid of it without using my Consuming Spirit plus my attack damage on it. I'm just debating here if there's a better way to remove this, but there isn't. I have to use Consuming Spirit on him and then attack him with my buffed up vermin. So a bit of a waste of damage. Considering we want to aggro him down, this is not really what we want to be doing. But we don't really have a choice, since that creature is going to have some favorable traits with our board. So, okay. Tactician. This guy is very good when there's other creatures on the board, but right now he's just mediocre. I'm not sure why he played him out alone. Maybe he really doesn't have anything else in hand that is good. He's not a level 1, so our Harpy here is pretty weak. Debating between using Consuming Spirit and the hero ability. I think we'll use Consume Spirit and just go for the aggro. Okay, we're gonna get some damage in. He doesn't have any mana, so there's no option of Pacify. Okay, we're in a alright spot. He does have 8 cards in hand, but he's pretty far behind on board state. And we do have some answers in hand. Okay, apparently he really did have a pretty bad hand, so he just resigned. Maybe we'll meet him again, and we'll see what his deck actually does. Oh, okay. We did meet him again, apparently. This hand's alright. Okay, this time he has a turn 1 play, so apparently he did keep a very bad hand the last time around. Okay, and he instantly plays a Triangelica. Okay, so I might have been right in my guess that he is just playing a lot of angels and trying to win with Triangelica. I am debating using Consume Spirit here, but it just doesn't really matter. I mean, if I use Consume Spirit, then I have to sacrifice the vermin as well. And if I just wait until next turn, I can use Consume Spirit for 2 anyway, so it's the same thing. He did attack it, so I do have to sacrifice it to prevent the life gain, but yeah, we have no other place, so we're just going to kill off his life-bound creature to prevent the life gain. Okay, and there's that annoying 3/3 again. We are just going to play a Harpy and kill off his defender. We will probably take 3 damage here, but that's pretty much unavoidable. I could have used the Consume Spirit for 3, but that would have been pretty bad. I don't want to use all my removal just for these mediocre creatures. Okay, so he summons his first angel. That one's actually really problematic. We already have problems dealing damage to him because he's going to draw cards with the spell over there, but with this angel on the board, we really can't attack. Okay, not the best. Well, he does only have 2 cards in hand, so I guess our best play would be to just go with the Mesmerizing Spirit and try to get one of his good cards. That's not a very good card. That was the Heavy Infantry. Oh well. We're gonna start getting some momentum going with the Restless Tombs in play now, along with the Harpy, but we are a bit behind. Okay, so I think that was a failed Divine Offering, which is very lucky for me. I might have to gamble on getting the Sacrifice Shrine, so we're going to block to kill off this Vanguard. We're going to trade our Mesmerizing Spirit for it. There we are. Is he going to play his 1 card? No. Okay. I think we'll just play the Succubus to try to get back in the game in terms of damage. We are probably going to have to use a Consume Spirit for 4 next turn, since we really cannot get rid of that Angel. And he just whiffed with his hero ability. That is surprising and quite lucky for me. Oh, and apparently he's resigned again. Well, maybe he just got frustrated that he didn't find an Angel. Oh well, let's see who our next opponent will be. Okay, it's RVG, or the advanced Dominion player we faced earlier. Let's see how we fared this game. This hand is borderline, but I think I'll toss it back. Okay, don't like the 2 non-basic shrines again. Power Surge, interesting. That card is not very good in my opinion, but maybe he's trying to... maybe he's just all late game. We'll see, I guess. Okay, so we got a Corruption level as well. Interesting. Play a Mesmerizing Spirit for 1 of his cards. This is looking very reminiscent of our last game, honestly. And that was my mouse freaking out. Okay, gets rid of it. Not sure why, but that's fine. Okay. We'll gain the skill, might as well, since we have no other shrines. We'll play the Mesmerizing Spirit since it's our only play. And since we have so many late game cards... oh, he's still pondering what to discard. Okay. That is interesting. He also had a Infernal Tribute in hand. Second Dominion level. And a Hydra. Oh. We don't really have an immediate answer to this. The Infernal Tribute is still 2 turns away, which means that we can't reliably remove it without taking a bunch of damage first. I am pondering if I can do something with the Consume Spirit, but I don't think I can. Okay, so I think our best play here is to play a Dread Knight, meanwhile, to utilize our mana. And, yeah. Although we can't really keep it on the front line since he has a deadly creature with 3 speed, which we can't block. So we'll need to move it back to the support line. Oh, Vampirism, that's pretty bad. He is going to lose a bunch of life, but we are going to take so much damage right now. And he is going to lifebound all of it. That is very, very bad. We are dead next turn unless we can figure something out. Thank God we have the Infernal Tribute, but we weren't really banking on the fact that he would play a second small creature, which can just eat the Infernal Tribute. Okay, I still think Infernal Tribute is pretty much our only play, so we're going to go with it. He's going to sacrifice his 2 small creatures, no surprise there. I don't know why he's pondering. I mean, it's a pretty obvious choice there. We're going to move the Dread Knight forward, just in case. Although I don't really think we can block this Hydra, because we would have to trade 2 of our creatures. And if we trade our whole board presence for the Hydra, I think we pretty much lost. Okay, Tempting Lure. Let's hope that he is as unlucky as he was last game, because if he gets something... Oh! He completely whiffed. Wow. That is 2 times I've been extremely lucky against this person. He must be feeling pretty bad. I am debating a block here, but we're just trading away any chance of winning for the Hydra, so we have to take the damage and just hope that he doesn't have anything to finish us off like a Succubus. Okay, so in order to prevent us dying from a Succubus, I think we're going to have to play our own Succubus so as to gain some life. The Hydra isn't that much of a problem at this point because we can just attack with the Dread Knight and put it on the support line. This will basically keep it from attacking like ever, so we don't need to worry about it too much. We do, however, need to hope that he doesn't draw a finisher like Lord Karthus. Okay, Infernal Vultures is pretty bad, but if he doesn't play anything else, we can just use Infernal Tribute on our turn to completely fuck him over. Okay, yeah, he didn't play anything else, that's fine. We could just try to move the Hydra back, but I think Infernal Tribute is a much safer play. Again, the effect on the left blocking the card text is kind of annoying. Okay, and he resigns. Apparently he didn't have anything good in hand, so he just decided that it's a loss. Alright. Let's see who our next opponent will be. Bit of a wait time. I am again cutting most of the wait times, but okay. And we are against a person playing elves, or well, the basic nature hero, which basically means elves. I did try to mulligan for a more early game hand. However, I seem to have drawn the exact opposite. Okay. This is not good. Okay, we get a Plague Vermin. That's actually perfect because we need to stop these seemingly innocent 1/1s that will very quickly kill us. And we have to sadly start using Divine Offering just in case that we whiff. Because if we save it for next turn and then whiff next turn with Divine Offering, we're pretty much screwed. We have a choice between Mesmerizing Spirit and Restless Tombs. I think Mesmerizing Spirit is better. We might just get rid of like a 1/1 elf or something, which would still be great. And we got rid of an Amber Strike, which is actually a pretty good card in most situations. Odd. He must have other very good cards in hand. Okay, we're gonna have to take this 2 damage since we can't block. Okay. He hasn't played a creature. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's actually a very good creature for us because we can just trade our Mesmerizing Spirit into it and it will kill the other one. And there's no way you can like block to prevent this. So, okay, now we can just play our Blowwitch Harpy, which will kill off the 2/2. This is actually very good. We are still sorely lacking cards which we can play right now, but maybe we can, maybe we still have a shot at this game. Okay, Niena. So it doesn't have an elf on top, which is very lucky for us again, but the Ancient Trent is problematic in its own. Also, Niena is one of those cards that looks like they don't do anything, but she can very quickly get out of control and can get the player back in the game, even if they don't have any cards in hand, so we need to get rid of her. And I think I'll just use the hero ability rather than the Consume Spirit. Right, so we knew what he drew. Okay. Okay, that was pretty expected. That was on top after all, so he's not giving us any extra knowledge. Oh, I did forget about him being able to give Swift to creatures. Although I don't think I really could have done anything different to prevent it. I don't really... I think I should have killed the Niena with the Consume Spirit because this guy has a higher amount of life. So sadly I'm gonna have to use the Consume Spirit for 4, which is not really the greatest. We wanted to use the Shrine for a card, but he didn't play anything, so we're still in this game. It's kind of odd that he hasn't played that many elves so far. We haven't seen a tracker. We haven't seen other brothers in arms. Overall, he's played very few things. I think I might have just gotten lucky and my opponent has kept a... Oh, there we go. He must have kept a very bad hand in order to lose there. Alright, and I think that'll just about wrap us up for today. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, sub, or just leave a comment on what you'd like to see in the future. Till next time.